temporary fleeting spark, but then you held it in your hand and made me understand that every flash could be a note on which a better world could float. And now the pulse is now a song, a rhythm steady, deep and long, a place where I know I belong. This is my strawberry light serenade, a promise that will never fade, a perfect piece that you have made. This is my strawberry serenade, warm and bright, in the night. The frantic glare is softened now to grace the quiet on your brow, a steady and enduring gleam inside our shared and waking dream. Each burst a syllable of light that tells the ending is alright. And now the pulse is now a song, a rhythm steady, deep and long, a place where I know I belong. This is my strobe light serenade, a promise that will never fade, a perfect piece that you have made. This is my strobe light serenade, warm and bright, in the night. And if the power ever fails, your memory of light prevails. This is my strobe light serenade, a promise that will never fade, a perfect piece that you have made. This is my strobe light serenade, warm and bright, in the night. A constant, gentle light. picture bright before our eyes, the frequency we can't ignore, ringing louder than before. And in the hum, a light remains, a cure for all the growing pains, a love that gently explains. We're living in the radiant echoes, where every happy moment follows, chasing away the sorrows. We're living in the radiant echoes, bright and warm, through every storm. And if the volume starts to fade, we've got the recording that we We're living in the radiant echoes, where every happy moment follows, chasing away the sorrows. We're living in the radiant echoes, bright and warm. We're living in the radiant echoes, where every happy moment follows, chasing away the sorrows. We're living in the radiant echoes, bright and warm, through every storm. Never really gone, never really gone. You sent a message through the noise, a simple string of ones and zeros poised to reassemble in my mind as something beautiful and kind, a low-res image sharp and true of everything I felt for you. And in that data, crisp and deep, a secret formula, hard to keep, a vigil that it vowed to keep. This is our pixel promise clear, a perfect picture drawing near, to banish every doubt and fear. This is our pixel promise clear, bright and true. Me and you, me and you. We built a world in quiet code, a sanctuary, a safe abode, where every shaded dotted line could peacefully and sweetly twine into a portrait bold and vast, a future that was built to last. And in that data, crisp and deep, a secret form like hard to keep, a vigil that it vowed to keep. This is our pixel promise clear, a perfect picture drawing near, to banish every doubt and fear. This is our pixel promise clear, bright and true. held in memory, a perfect picture drawing me to banish every doubt and fear. This is our pixel promise clear.
I charted all the empty streets by constellations and retreats. The maps were flawed, the compass spun beneath a cold and distant sun. I traced the patterns overhead with wishes silently unsaid. Then a single point of light broke through the fabric of the night and made the darkness feel so right. I'm your starlight navigator now, guided by the silent vow of a light upon your brow. I'm your starlight navigator now, true and far, your guiding star. The cold equations fade away in the brilliance of your rays. No longitude of loneliness, just your gentle bright address. A cosmic fixed and sure locale beyond the silent dark exhale. Then a single point of light broke through the fabric of the night and made the darkness feel so right. I'm your starlight navigator now, guided by the silent vow of a light upon your brow. I'm your starlight navigator now, true and far, your guiding star. And if the galaxy should spin, I'll find my way back to you again. I'm your star.
Just the noise of my despair. A low and formless, endless drone, a silent, static-stricken zone. I'd given up on finding tone and facing all the unknown. Then a pattern broke the grave, a rhythm fighting through the fray, the unexpected kind delay. I found a signal in the static, a melody authentic and dramatic, a change from the achromatic. I found a signal in the static, clear and pure, clear and pure, a sudden cut. It wasn't louder, it wasn't grand, just a reaching, tender hand, a simple, steady, repeated line that gracefully began to twine around the chaos in my mind and leave the confusion far behind. Then a pattern broke the gray, a rhythm fighting through the fray, an unexpected kind delay. I found a signal in the static, a melody authentic and dramatic, a change from the achromatic. I found a signal in the static, cleared and pure, cleared and pure, a sudden cut. And now I'm locked on frequency true. My quiet conversation just with you. I found a signal in the static, a melody authentic and dramatic, a change from the
this gentle light will last.
And plans we laid. The casing cracked, the film was thin, but a feeling still was held within. A ghost of laughter, faint and clear, that somehow managed to survive the year. And in the hiss, a signal grew, a frequency I somehow knew, a faded but a persistent truth. It's just an ember of a memory, but it's glowing just enough to see a quiet, hopeful part of me. It's just an ember of a memory, warm and low, a slight sweet glow. I held it up against the night, a fragment of a borrowed light. It didn't blaze, it didn't scream, just flickered like a half-remembered dream. And in its soft, persistent cheer, it made the present moment seem more clear. And in the hiss, a signal grew, a frequency I somehow knew, a faded but a persistent truth. It's just an ember of a memory, but it's glowing just enough to see a quiet, hopeful part of me. It's just an ember of a memory, warm and low, a slight sweet glow. watched a silver thread toward everything we ever said. We'd find out past the noise and haze in the sun's relentless, blinding blaze. And the engine steady song says this is where we both belong, a future proving all doubt wrong. Chasing that chrome horizon line, where everything will be just fine, a constant and a radiant sign. Chasing that chrome and horizon line, oh, far and bright, oh, on Currant light.
The mirror showed the past recede into a distant lesson need. The road ahead, a clean blank slate, a chance to choose our own true fate.
With every mile, the air grew clear and melted every lingering fear. And the engine steady song says this is where we both belong, a future proving all doubt wrong. Chasing that chrono horizon line, where everything will be just fine, a constant and a radiant sign. Chasing that chrono horizon line, oh, far and bright, our grinning
And if the road should ever end, we'll build a new one, me and you, my friend.
Chasing that chrome horizon line, where everything will be just fine, a constant and a radiant sign. Chasing that chrome horizon line, oh, far and bright, all going alive. Where everything will be just fine, a constant and a radiant sign. Chasing that chrome horizon line, far and bright, all guiding light.
Clear horizon,
Always in sight.
the day's last light began to bleed, a satisfying human need to meet you where the current flows, where every bright intention grows. I navigated through the dusk with a rising sense of trust. And then I saw your silhouette, a promise I would not forget, a silhouette that's burning yet. You are my electric skyline, a dazzling and perfect sign, making everything align. You are my electric skyline, bright and tale, my all in all. The other lights are just a blur, a dim and unremembered stir, but you're the beacon that I see, the only map that matters to me. A structured, beautiful array. You are my electric skyline, dazzling and perfect sign, making everything align. You are my electric skyline, bright and tell, my all in all. And if the power grid goes down, you'll be the brightest light in town. You are my electric skyline, dazzling and perfect sign, making everything align. You are my electric skyline, bright and tell, my all in all. You are my electric skyline, dazzling and perfect sign, guiding me always.
I shifted into a higher gear. My atmosphere is crystal clear. The streetlights streaking brilliant lines, redefining all the old confines. A tunnel made of pure cascade, where every single fear does fade. This velocity is sweet and new, a radiant, untamed debut, a breathtaking and perfect view. We're riding on the Photon Highway, turning the night into our own day, leaving the dimmer world halfway. We're riding on the Photon Highway, bright and fast, free at last. The road's a river deep and bright, a coruscating sheer delight, where particles of joy and speed fulfilling every single need. To break the limits, to define a love that's perfectly aligned. This velocity is sweet and new, a radiant, untamed debut, a breathtaking and perfect view. We're riding on the Photon Highway, turning the night into our own day, built a structure, clear and sound, on this fresh and hallowed ground, where every hope could be found. Welcome to the dawn, where every shadow is withdrawn, a brighter universe is drawn. Welcome to the Stargazer dawn. Oh, pure and new. Oh, me and you. And if a no point should appear, we've written happiness right here. Welcome to the dawn, where every shadow is withdrawn, a brighter universe is drawn. Welcome to the dawn, yeah. Pure and new. Me and you. Always new. I was a quiet, fading band, a whisper lost across the land. My broadcast weak, my signal low, with nowhere left to go. But in the noise, a steady tone, a frequency I never known. It called my name and pulled me through a brighter, stronger, clearer view, a signal rising bold and true. Feel the signal buzzing now, a sacred and unbreakable vow, with confidence upon my brow. Feel the signal rising now, loud and clear, conquering fear. We boosted every wavelength high, across the vast and open sky, a transmission of pure grace, lighting up the darkest space. No interference, just the sound of perfect peace on holy ground. It called my name and pulled me through a brighter, stronger, clearer view, a signal rising bold and true. Feel the signal rising now, a sacred and unbreakable vow, with confidence upon my brow. Feel the signal rising now, loud and clear, conquering fear. And if the atmosphere grows dense, this is our purpose.